The events of the story revolve around a family consisting of a father, a mother, and 5 daughters, and the family lived in happiness, love, and stability. One day, the father had an accident while he was returning from his work. The family was saddened by what happened to their father, and he stayed for a while in the hospital, then moved to his home. He had lost the ability to walk on his feet and had to use a wheelchair. And his wife and daughters began to help him continuously, and the family got used to its new situation, and the girls were having fun, laughing, and exchanging conversations with their father, and they did not feel bored or tired. The mother used to go to fetch the needs of the house, and one day, while the mother was going to get medicine for her husband, she was involved in a traffic accident, and she died immediately. The father was shocked and the girls were shocked, and they cried a lot over the loss of their mother. The older girl assumed the responsibility and began to play the role of her mother in filling the needs of the house completely and taking care of her sisters of her generation. Days passed and the girls grew up, and one day,
Honey,
Yes, Dad.
the esteemed family will come to propose to you.
Oh, no, I don't agree. I strongly disagree.
Really, what can I do now? They are coming. Oh, I think they came. Lucy, can you open the door, please?
Okay, Dad.
Hello and welcome, please take a seat.
Hello, Mr. Wilson. We wanted our son to be engaged to your eldest daughter.
Well, Mr. Patrick, I agree because the young man is from a respectable and generous family, but there is a problem.
What is the problem? We can solve.
Tell them, Lucy.
I don't agree to this sermon. I want to sit with my father and my sisters, take care of them and help them.
Oh, really sorry for wasting your time. Goodbye, we'll go.
No problem, bye.
and the days passed, and the 4 girls got married, and the eldest girl remained taking care of her father. Many would come to propose to her, but she insisted on refusing to move away from her father, and her sisters lived happily ever after with their husbands and children. Days passed and the father died. He had written a will and asked his daughters not to open the will until after his death. The will was opened, in which he wrote, "Do not divide the house until you marry your older sister who sacrificed her happiness for your happiness." But the 4 sisters rejected the will and insisted that they sell the house to take each of them their share of the inheritance without consideration. Where will their older sister go, who has no shelter? And when the older sister felt that it was inevitable to divide the house, she called the rich merchant who bought the house and told him the story of her father's will, and that she had nothing but this house to shelter her, and he had to be patient with her for a few months because she wanted to stay at home until she finds a suitable place for her to live in. The man sets up and says to her, "Well." So the house was sold and divided among the 5 daughters, and each one went to her husband's house, and she was very happy, and none of them thought about the fate of their older sister. Months passed, and the older sister lived in her father's house, until a call came from the man who bought the house.
Yes, Jackson. Hello, anyone here? I am really so sad and scared because he will expel me from the house. Excuse me, because I have not found a place yet.
No, I didn't come for that, but to hand you a paper from the court. I gave you this house as our wedding gift. If you accept, I will be your husband. If you don't accept, I will go back to where I came from. In either case, the house is yours and you're right.
Yes, I agree.
She married him and they lived in her father's house completely happily, and God blessed them with sons and daughters.